I was voted.
And 30 seconds, people.
Greetings. No, it is. I've got a contestant hunkering for a game.
We're almost at places. 10 seconds.
Best of luck.
Test vibration.
Ooh, your thighs are so slippery.
6, 5,
Go to black.
4, 3.
You need Cellulube.
Hello, this is Cookie Masterson, and if killing your neighbor is a crime, then... What? It is a crime? Oh, never mind. Nobody wanted to play with you, huh? It's like grammar school all over again. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by...
Uncle Larry's Station Wagon Decals. There's only one way to make your station wagon even more attractive. Uncle Larry's.
Okay, it's time. First, the never-ending prequel to the never-ending story. Suppose Pixar made a series of prequels to the Toy Story films. Based on when the toys were invented, which of these prequels would take place first? Toy Story Origins Barbie, Toy Story Origins Etch-a-Sketch, Toy Story Origins Speak and Spell, or Toy Story Origins Mr. Potato Head? Your head is just like Ken's crotch. Not a whole lot going on there. Now pay attention. Mr. Potato Head was first put on the shelves in 1952, years before Barbie in 59, Etch-a-Sketch in 60, and Speak and Spell in 78. Okay, now what do you say we start casting this movie? No, don't answer it, don't answer it! It might be Hugh Jackman. It's time for Canned Impeaches. If Survivor worked like the U.S. government, which of the following would represent an impeachment of Jeff Probst? Being cast off the island for sex with a jungle cat? Being demoted to treasurer of tribal council? Being put in a bamboo prison until trial? Or being formally accused of spying for Fox? Impeachment is the process by which an official is accused of unlawful activity, though he or she is not necessarily removed from office. I've been through something similar to an impeachment before. My girlfriend accused me of breaking her television. I accused her of having such a fragile television. I was eventually thrown out of office. This one's known as, is that a snake in your trousers? And pull them up, it's a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 things. For each one, I want you to tell me if it's a species of snake or a type of trousers. If it's snakes, press the square button. If it's trousers, press your circle button. Each one right gives you a slithering good 300 points. But get one wrong and 300 will be burned out of your pocket. And you've got 30 seconds to wrangle it all up. Okay, we're off. Clam diggers, brown breeches, green mambas, puff adders, buckskin shrews, split keelback, banded crates. If you were a type of snake, you would be the mediocre viper. Hold on. Okay, I get it. Trouser snake. Everybody quattro, hey! Coming up, a bad real model. Which of these movies features a road trip to Las Vegas? Honeymoon in Vegas, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Vegas Vacation, or Showgirls? Watch how easy this is. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is about Hunter S. Thompson, the father of self-proclaimed gonzo journalism, traveling across country to get to Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but apparently what happens on the way to Vegas goes into a book and then eventually a movie. The Griswolds? No, they took a plane to Vegas, but they are famous for the road trip in a station wagon. And you know what that means? You've just won Scratch and sniff station wagon decals from Uncle Larry's Station Wagon Decals, making your obsolete car just a little more outdated since 1998. Today's wrong answer of the game is worth a tidy $4,000. There you go.
Where's the vibe, girl? Rock my world, girl. Ooh, yeah.
How about, I'm a huge fan of food. Hey, you know how Green Bay Packer fans wear hats shaped like cheese and are known as cheeseheads? Well, if Green Bay Packer fans are known as head cheeses, what would their hats resemble? A tube of goat's milk, a loaf of meat jelly, a block of tofu, or just a cube of regular cheese? Not much time left. If you wear a block of tofu to a football game, you're gonna be murdered. This would have worked. Head cheese is a jellied loaf made from edible parts of the head, feet, and sometimes, because why not, the tongue and heart of a cow or pig. So they'd be meatheads. Yeah, that sounds about right. Go Bears! We've finished round one. And you've got a decent score there. Don't screw it up. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round two. Let's get back to the action. Bucker up for Mrazmataz. There's a lot to love about Jason Mraz. He's a laid-back singer-songwriter like Jack Johnson. If Jack Johnson were a cast member of Glee. Jason Mraz's second album is titled Mr. A to Z. Get it? M-R-A-Z. Anyway, if when the album was released in Greece, they renamed it to reflect the order of their alphabet, what would it be called? Mr. Alpha to Omega? Mr. Alpha to Z? No, but I hope to someday be Mr. Cookie Zeta Jones. Oh, honestly. The first letter of the Greek alphabet is Alpha and the last letter is Omega, just like A and Z. It also would be tricky getting the proper Greek translation for douchey hat.
Question 7.
Why not try Fortune favors the gold? I bought 500 fortune cookies. I'm calling it my Fortune 500.
Cookie, fortune, cookie, fortune, sweet. Cookie, fortune, cookie, master.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what the first of my Fortune 500 cookies says. Always strive to be number one. Yeah, makes sense. So, that gets me thinking, considering who's been number one on the Fortune 500 list the most since the year 2000, who should I work for? Citigroup, ExxonMobil, General Motors, or Walmart? ExxonMobil. Next time, try this. I should go to work for Walmart, because they've been number one just about every year since 2000. And the reason for Walmart's massive financial success is no secret. Those little coin-operated horsey rides out front.
Plucking chickens, picking out a mate. Guess I'll marry 8.
Here's a good one. Books. More trouble than they're worth. I was thinking about doing some light reading, but all I have are these giant books. Which of these especially long classics tells a story that takes place over the shortest period of time? War and Peace, 1,475 pages, The Fountainhead, 752 pages, Ulysses, 1,000 pages, or Les Miserables, 1,488 pages. Watch the clock. I'm sorry, were you beheaded as a child? Oh, you're gonna kick yourself. All these other huge books tell stories that take place over one or several decades. But James Joyce's Ulysses, a huge book considered by many to be the greatest work of English literature, takes place over the course of just one day. But it's nothing like 24. There's almost no guns and absolutely no beheadings, so skip it.
Strolling through the park with the sarsaparilla.
I call this one. The credit history is strong with this one. If Luke Skywalker needed to come up with a security question for his credit card account, what would be his answer to the question, what is your mother's maiden name? Vader, Organa, Amidala, or Uhura? If we gave out bonus points for picking Princess Leia's last name, you get some now. But we don't, so you lose. Were you thinking of this one? Luke Skywalker's mother was Padme Amidala before she married Anakin Skywalker. Han Solo's credit card security question used to be, what is the name of your favorite pet? But somebody stole his credit card and guessed Chewbacca on the first try.
Hold me, never let me go.
Am I dreaming?
Question time.
Try this on for size. You gotta pay to play land. If Mayor McCheese got accused of gerrymandering during his political run for re-election in McDonald Land, what would he be suspected of doing? Bribing Grimace for a vote? Dividing McDonald Land into districts that favor him? Having the Hamburglers steal voting machines? Or doctoring fake residents for extra votes? First of all of the residents of McDonald Land are made up. And there is no second of all. Oh, honestly. Gerrymandering is the division of election districts to give one political party an advantage over their opposition. You know, it's profoundly sad that fry guys have to raise their fry kids in such a corrupt fictional society. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see two clues that match, press the X button. $4,000 if you're right, but if you're wrong, you lose $4,000. And one more thing.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. A fresh start. You were the thing formerly known as what exactly? Good luck. There you have it! That score reminds me of when I worked at the circus. I literally worked for peanuts. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to peanuts, so I had to barter with the dwarf that got shot out of the cannon. He got paid in cotton candy.